Have a look at this amazing new Xpeng P7 concept that's been breaking the internet this week. It's been everywhere. Breathe this vision of beauty in, because in a few short years, Xpeng, or Xpeng as they're known in their home market, have gone from being simply inspired to absolutely inspirational. Hi, I'm Roscoe and this is news at Amazing Event. We are at the Xpeng Experience Centre here at Sydney's airport at Mascot. This one only opened a few months ago, but it's one of about 30 they're going to build right around the country. And with all the waves being caused across the internet with that new P7 concept, we thought we'd take a closer look at what Xpeng are up to, because this is just the start of it. Woven into that Xpeng brand is mobility, sustainability and technology way off into the future. At the moment, they've got the G6 for sale here. There's many more models on display on their website overseas, many more models that they've shown at auto shows that are on their way to Australia. But at the moment, the G6 is what they've got. If you're like me, 6 months ago, you hadn't even heard of the Xpeng brand. Sure, they were big in China, but we had no idea who they were here. And that takes us back to where it all started about a year ago with TrueEV. Pretty soon I found out the team from TrueEV, an investment group with all sorts of interests, including the automotive industry, had done a deal with Xpeng to bring an almost unknown brand to Australia. And then, true to their word, TrueEV, led by CEO Jason Clark and his team of investors, launched it completely from scratch here on the open market, all within 6 months. Must take a lot of confidence and a ton of cash to launch a car brand here in Australia from nothing. After all, we got to pay for those cars to put them on the boat to get them sent here, right? And you've seen them at all motor shows in the last 6 months. The Sydney International Motor Show, Everything Electric in Sydney, the Melbourne Motor Show. They've had all their range and the flying car. It's been an incredible spectacle. Sure, they've had some promotional help here with the Viking being one of the first owners and a huge advocate of Xpeng. He's been telling his Xpeng story, and with Sam Fricker, the Olympic diver, telling his story right across the internet and social media.
Guys, I just got my first brand new car. This is insane.
So I've been gifted this car by Xpeng, Australia's newest and most exciting EV company, and this is their G6.
Brand awareness has been growing fast, and building on the success of the Mascot Experience Centre, they're about to open a brand new flagship store, Crown Casino Barangaroo here in Sydney. That's going to open next month, as well as Wollongong, more in Sydney, and up to 30 all over Australia. So this incredible new P7 concept, which has been breaking the internet for the last week or so, really marks a change in the whole design direction for Xpeng. Interesting that they didn't launch it at Shanghai, where there were a lot of new concepts and a lot of new models. Perhaps they're preferring to stand out from the crowd this time. After all, they're a startup. They're not a state-owned company. Mr. Xpeng, as they're known in China, he's still the founder and CEO. And look, although they originally started with investments from Alibaba, more recently taking on money from VW and BlackRock, they're an independent company full of innovation and technology, and this model's a turning point. But building a new brand is not without its challenges, and Xpeng Australia have had a few. And despite a number of exciting models currently in the range in China, the X9, the G9, the P7 and the Mona MO3 project, the G6, the Model Y competitor, is the only one for sale here just for now. It's an outstanding car and I've driven it. But suddenly they face a barrage of competition from new models here in Australia, from Geely, from Leapmotor, from Deepal. And of course, the new Model Y is back. The King is back to reclaim his crown. Plus, the G6 model has just recently been updated in its home market in China and is already available for sale. So, for those who haven't taken delivery of their new G6, that's causing a bit of a quandary here in Australia. Chuck in a few delivery issues with getting stock to customers. What's been a relatively weak first quarter in the Australian auto market, and like most auto manufacturers, Xpeng have their fair share of challenges. But Xpengers, good news, I have it on very good authority. The team at Xpeng and TrueEV are doing everything they possibly can to get their cars to you if you've ordered one. And no, I'm not on any retainer or commission from Xpeng or TrueEV. There's just a lot of great Xpeng news out there at the moment. Plus, Xpeng Australia have just reinstated their free 10-year extended warranty on the G6. So, hey, that's got to be worth something. But there's one thing for sure, and that's that TrueEV have backed a winner here. Xpeng is one of the fastest growing EV brands, auto brands in China at the moment. They've just done 6 consecutive months of 30,000 deliveries per month. I mean, 30,000 per month for one brand over 6 months. That's incredible from a startup. And in Australia, it's the same story. There's no holding them back. There's 3 more experience centres planned for the short term and up to 30 over the years to come. They're here and they're committed. They're staying for good. And they're just putting the final touches to the jewel in the crown, the Xpeng Experience Centre down at Crown Casino at Barangaroo. That opens next month, and we can't wait to see that. And some further Xpeng news that we saw from drive.com.au further demonstrated Xpeng's commitment to Australia, but also casts a bit of a shadow on TrueEV's ownership. Officials from Xpeng said that in terms of the market approach, we believe we need to do more in Australia. That may involve some business model adjustments, maybe more of our own team on the ground to really support the marketing, the sales, and the service. That is very interesting. It's clear there's no room for the timid in this auto market. Xpeng are fully committed, and we can't wait to see more news about the future direction and more new models. I'm Roscoe, and we'll see you next time.